In this lesson, we'll talk about a key aspect of safe flying: controlling the pitch of your paraglider to prevent collapses. Let's start by remembering what a collapse is. A collapse, or folding, happens when part of the paraglider canopy closes. If the front part of the canopy collapses completely, that's called a frontal collapse. If just one side collapses, it's called an asymmetric collapse. While collapses are a natural part of paragliding and not inherently dangerous, we should aim to avoid them. This is especially critical when flying close to the ground or near a mountain, since a collapse in those situations could lead to an accident. Understanding pitch refers to the forward and backward motion of the paraglider. Forward-backward, this movement is common in turbulence. The problem arises when the paraglider surges forward rapidly and we fail to control it. This can lead to a collapse, where part of the canopy closes. To prevent collapses, we must learn to control the pitch. How to practice pitch. Control first. Let's learn how to create a pitch to practice controlling it. Gently apply brake pressure. Not 100%, just a little at a time. Hold the brakes for a moment to slow the glider and let the canopy move back. Once it's significantly behind you, release the brakes quickly. The canopy will surge forward. As it moves forward, apply the brakes to stop the surge and then release again. This process will stabilize the pitch. However, timing is critical. For instance, if the glider moves back and you release the brakes, but it surges forward and you brake too late, the canopy might already start moving back again. Braking at the wrong time will amplify the pitch instead of correcting it. If this happens, it's best to release the brakes completely and let the glider stabilize naturally. Using turns to manage pitch. If you have enough altitude and clear airspace, another way to control pitch is by initiating a turn. Use your body and brake to guide the paraglider into a turn, which helps neutralize the pitch. Controlled practice. To practice, start with very small and gentle pitch movements. Face the wind, gradually apply brake pressure, hold it for a moment to let the canopy move slightly back, and then release. The glider will pitch forward slightly. Repeat this process, braking and releasing. To create a stronger pitch, hold the brakes longer before releasing. When the canopy surges forward, apply brakes, then release to stabilize it. When flying in turbulent conditions like thermals with updrafts and downdrafts, the glider will naturally pitch forward and backward. Active piloting means continuously compensating for this movement to prevent collapses. In smooth air, like during ridge soaring, pitch issues are rare unless caused by poor piloting. In thermal conditions, managing pitch is much more critical. The ideal flying position is with hands up to maintain the paraglider's best performance. If a strong pitch occurs, brake and release. It's in rhythm with the canopy's movement. Misconceptions about turbulence. In the past, it was believed that braking slightly during turbulence would make the glider more stable. However, this reduces performance and actually makes the canopy less stable. When we brake, we decrease the glide ratio and make the canopy more prone to collapses. Instead, flying relaxed with hands up and controlling pitch actively is far more effective and safer. Real-life examples of poor pitch control. Let's look at some video examples I found on YouTube of improper pitch control. In this turbulent area, likely near a rotor, the canopy pitches forward slightly, and the pilot doesn't correct it. The glider collapses. This area appears to be very turbulent since even minor pitch movements cause significant collapses. In this example, the pilot launches. The canopy moves back slightly, surges forward, and collapses. This is a classic case of poor pitch control. The pilot didn't compensate for the forward surge, leading to a large collapse. Here's another case. The canopy pitches back, The pilot applies the brakes but doesn't release them. Then, as the glider enters a thermal, the delayed release amplifies the pitch, causing an even larger collapse. During takeoff, even a small pitch can lead to a collapse because the canopy has less internal pressure. This is why it's critical to stabilize the glider before focusing on sitting in the harness. Once airborne and away from obstacles, you can safely adjust your position. Takeoff and landing are critical moments where collapses near the ground can lead to impacts. Share your thoughts. Now it's your turn. What other tips do you have for preventing collapses? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.